Welcome to the What's Going On podcast.
What's going on?
Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guest and do not reflect those of our sponsors. This show is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.
Take that.
Listener discretion is advised.
Yo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your boy Ninja.
And I am HP Early Bird.
Yes, sir.
XP in the house.
And this is
The best podcast ever, man. Just the What's Going On podcast.
Yeah, we're trying to be the best pod.
I think we can be the best. I think we kind of are kind of the best pod ever.
I mean,
I'm
we the
just-
best. They just started to catch on, man. But
Yeah.
they'll catch on.
It's like when it's like when you find a rapper or a singer or an artist that you really like, and then you go back to their back catalog and you're like, yo, he got a lot of dope songs.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like when it pops off, they're gonna go back and see all these and be like, yo, these niggas they've been doing some funny shit for a while.
Yeah.
Or some cool shit.
But
Yeah.
so what's up, everybody? So real quick, obviously it's XP and myself, Ninja. Today we'll be talking about some really good, I think some really cool topics. We're gonna
Yep.
talk about Carmelo Anthony and the whole situation he is in, and
Yeah.
how people are. I don't know. It's like when you think America can't get more racist, then something like this happens. You know what I'm saying? And it really
Mhm.
sets the tone, kind of. Like it's
Yeah.
like people just jump out the window. But
We'll talk about that one at a time.
we're gonna talk about Astrohos.
Which are the Gail King,
Katy Perry's dumbass, and I don't know. I think Jeff Bezos,
Jeff
the
Bezos.
Amazon
Jeff-
guy,
Is it Jeff Bezos?
his girlfriend. Yeah, right. Yeah, Jeff
I think it's
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Yeah.
Yeah, his girlfriend went to,
Space.
into the sky, into space. Now they're astronauts, so they dead ass. The fuck out of here.
anyway. And we have a special.
Oh, we're gonna talk about another thing. College football and how are they getting paid now
Mhm.
and stuff like that. We're gonna touch on that. And we have a special thing me and Earl came up with. We are going to list our top. I don't know. I was gonna say 5, but we're just gonna say the list. I don't know
Yeah.
how many you got. I think I got about 9 or 10. But it's a list of characters, cartoon, whether they're cartoon or whatever, that we feel are black characters. So, for example, everybody knows Piccolo's black.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna touch on that. That'll be fun. So we're gonna do that, and then if we missed any, you let us know down in the comments which are your favorite non-black characters.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun because I swear, dude, it took me a good minute to come up with like it wasn't hard, but I had to really dig in the crates because it's been so
yeah.
long I've watched any of these cartoons, and I'm like, whoa, yeah, he is definitely a black character, and I'm like, it really took me a while. Like it's crazy because you think about it as a kid, you don't think you just know they're Transformers or cats or dogs or whatever,
Mhm.
but as an adult, you're like, yeah, that nigga black. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, you just know.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because it's easy to distinguish who's the white characters, who's the black characters, or who's a gay character, but you never know who's a Spanish character unless they talk with like Speedy Gonzalez. That's you know what I'm saying? So it's so crazy because like you can hear and feel a black character and a white character, but you can't tell if the nigga might be a little Spanish unless he talk like hey Holmes. Arriba. And then at that point, he's Mexican. So he's not even like what does a Puerto Rican talk
man.
like? Oh, he talks like he's a black guy. You know what I'm saying? Or he talks like he's a white guy. Like you can't tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have fun doing this shit. It took me a couple days.
Me too. But like I said, it was hard coming up with that list, man.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was.
It was. Especially coming up with a list of them as, like older cartoons. Because newer cartoons are pretty much DEI all day. Like, we got to have a black character, a white character, a Spanish character, Chinese, whatever. Even if they're animals, which one is which now. There's a Chinese dog or a cat. There's a black cat. He's black. Like, you can hear it, you can feel it.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you
didn't really know.
couldn't. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know. Yeah. But all right, cool. So before we get into all that, bro, how you been? How was your week and everything, bro?
My week has actually been. I mean, I made it through, but it was kind of rough, man, because like the job starting to pick up, like our workload starting to pick up, and trying to be a team lead while you're friends with someone is difficult.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100% with that.
And especially when you can't really get through to that person. Like, like you're trying to hold them accountable, but they won't hold themselves accountable.
Yeah.
It's always somebody else's fault type thing. So like that's just been difficult trying to maneuver, trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But other than that, my week has been good. It's been good.
Well,
other than
I
that,
know you say you're mad busy at work because summertime is picking up and shit like that. So
yeah, well, it's not even that there's like selling cars; they're buying cars.
Mm-hmm.
And
well,
now we
they're trying to buy a bunch of cars before that tariff shit kicks in.
Yeah,
so they're buying more than they usually buy, probably.
So like they'll go buy like 18 in one day, and then throw all of them on you at once. So
need them all done by 5:00.
Yeah,
trust me, I know the vibes.
That kind of stuff, man.
I know the vibes.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, at least it's just steady. It's just steady life and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Me on the other hand, I've been super busy. I've been working a lot. I've been working a couple doubles just to kind of make it because I'm going on a cruise next week, so I won't be, we won't be doing the pod obviously, but I've been working a little extra just to kind of offset the money we spent, just so we can have a bunch of extra money and shit. So yeah, I'm working doubles and taking days off here and there to get shit done and whatever. But I just been super tired. But today I'm off, so I slept a little bit. But then I gotta drop kids off to buses and schools. So, but other than that, man, just excited to go on this cruise, start this cruise shit. I got puppies coming, so that's also extra work. It's like nonstop, bro. Me and Jess are like nonstop all the time. Just trying to keep busy and making money and just get everything rolling. But other than that, man, everything is just pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had no issues with anything. Bills are paid,
cool.
Kids are fed, wife is happy. Sometimes, most of the time she's pretty good. But other than that, man, yeah, just chilling, boy, just chilling.
Good, man. Good. No problems, man. That's always good.
No trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess we could get into these topics then. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, man. All right. So first topic. Let's do this.
First topic, man. We're gonna start off with something a bit heavy, which is the Carmelo Anthony situation. So Carmelo Anthony is a high school student, and he recently took the life of someone by the name of Austin Metcalf.
Right.
Now, Austin Metcalf is he's a twin. He has a twin brother. Okay, so here's the situation, right? So they were at a high school track meet, and they had like these tents set up because I don't know if you've been to like a high school sporting event lately, but they have these tents set up for the players to sit under.
Yeah. Especially when you're in Florida and places like that, it get hot.
Yeah, get hot. So this tent, no one could really see under there, and no one had any video or anything going on. So what happened is they say Carmelo was sitting in the tent, and then they say Austin came into the tent and says like, "Hey man, you're in the wrong tent. You need to leave." And Carmelo was saying, "No, if you touch me," he was saying like, "No, if you like touch me and see what happens." Like he was saying those kind of things.
Yeah.
Then I think Austin went over there and touched him, and then they say Carmelo Anthony stabbed him in the chest once, and then he took off running. So I don't know if he's stabbed him in the chest and then pulled it out and took off running, or if he stabbed him in the chest and left it in his chest and took off running. I don't know that, but okay. So because of and Austin ended up dying. He was charged with murder. Carmelo Anthony was charged with murder, and his bond was set at like $1 million. So I think they did not want him to get out.
Yeah, no.
Then they had a hearing, and they were able to reduce his bond to $250K. And when they got that reduced, he was able to make bond. So now he's out. He's out, and he's awaiting his trial.
That's crazy.
With this case, like you hear like, self-defense a lot, but the reason why you're hearing self-defense is because that's the only. Well, I don't say it's the only, but it's just like the logical route to take as a lawyer. Like if you was
that's the best. Case. That's the best angle. No cameras, no pictures, no video. So self-defense is the best way out. Yeah.
So I don't really think it's Carmelo Anthony that's saying self-defense. It's more so his legal team that's saying self-defense. Right. I mean, I got to be honest with you, man. I really don't know what to think, because I don't think the situation should have escalated to the point where someone lost their life.
No, absolutely.
Quick, punches and kicks here and there, but I don't know, man. It's like how did you end up with like a knife and all this kind of stuff, like a knife and gun, like any type of weapon, like it's not permitted on like a school or something like that. So that, number one, is a big negative against your case. Like you're not even supposed to have that on school property.
Grounds. Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I wasn't there, and just from like what I hear, I feel like I don't have enough to really make a sound decision on what happened. But so like, what do you think? Like, do you think because what it sounds to me like, it sounded like he didn't even try to fight. Like it sounded like the guy said something to him and he just pulled a knife out and just stabbed him.
Yeah, he just went to town. I don't know. I've been kind of following this since it started, but it was so cloudy. Like, because like I said, this is the first time in a long fucking time where there's no video, because it happened so quick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand how there's no video. I mean, this is on a school grounds. Like, bro, I go into Jaden's school and there's cameras in my face every step of the way. Like, I'm surprised there's not cameras in the bathrooms at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know how there's absolutely no video of anything, not even like a silent like video, which is crazy to me. So that goes to show me, one, that school's security, it's really compromised, because there's like, you don't have no video. Like, there's not even a still shot of them even standing together. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Second, the kid shouldn't have a knife. I mean, they're gonna put him at fault because he already had a knife. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't have a knife and it escalated, there would have been no stabbing, maybe just a fight. So that's already 1 point against him. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have it's kind of like when you get into a car accident. They're gonna go down all the legal routes first. Yeah, both you guys have cars. Yeah, both you guys have insurance. Oh, your license was suspended. You should have not been on the road, even if it wasn't your fault. You should not have been on the road. If you were home, not on the road, this accident would have never happened.
case dismissed. You cannot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they do. That's legal terms. That's what they do. They go down to see whose fault it is by who was supposed to be there, not supposed to be there, what you had, what you didn't have, what you know, shit like that. So yeah, him having a knife on school grounds, when it's already a no, it's already bad against him. So yeah, because they're gonna be like, well, if he didn't have a knife and this kid came up to him, threatening him, and they fought it out, somebody would have still been alive. It would have been like a suspension, maybe arrested for the weekend, and everybody would have been home by Friday. You know what I'm saying? But
this shit escalated to some next level shit.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So that's 2. 3 is and I hate to say this because I don't know. I'm just assuming this is how it went down. Where was this at? This was in what
it happened at
state?
A high school in Texas.
In Texas, okay. So I mean, Texas is one of those places like Florida where everybody's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a tough guy, and whether that kid, I forgot the white kid's name, whether that kid was going under the tent to bully this kid, or be a tough guy, or be racist. I don't know. I don't want to label him racist. I don't want to label him a tough guy. I don't want to label him anything. But if he went there, and like I said, there's no proof, so we don't know if he was nice to the kid. We don't know if he was rude to the kid, because we all know, and I'm pretty sure you've been there, because I know I have. I've been places where, I could be standing somewhere or doing something, and somebody come up to me, especially somebody, white, and say some rude shit to me, thinking they can talk to me like that. And we all know that there's people out there that just think they can talk to you a certain way because they feel entitled to that shit. Yeah. But then when you turn around and say, like, what nigga, what? Like, when you start getting crazy, that's when the tone changes. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to, like, but when shit like that happens, like, as a black kid, and I'm only saying this because I've been in situations where I had to be ghetto to get my point across. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is not an excuse for stabbing anybody. I'm just going through the whole scenario in my head, how it probably went down. He was in there chilling, and the white kid probably came over, whether he said it nicely, which I'm pretty sure he didn't, if he ended up getting stabbed, to tell him to move. I'm pretty sure he probably went under there rude, probably a little bit aggressive, maybe entitled, and told him, yo, you need to get out of here. But like, you're under a tent. Who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But the kid probably said some shit. They had some words, and pop, the kid stabbed him. And I don't think it was right, but like, sometimes, every action has a reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I could go somewhere and tell somebody at the gas station, like, yo, the fuck you standing there for like that? And they're gonna turn around, and my actions already are set in motion. Now his reactions, I don't know. But if you say some wild shit to somebody, just expect 2 things are gonna happen. One, they're either gonna be scared and listen to you, or they're gonna stand up to you and do something. And I think in this case, the kid was not ready for that kind of reaction, and this is what we get. Like I said, I'm not excusing anything by any means. The kid deserves what he gets. If he, if they can prove that he did it maliciously, which I'm pretty sure he did. But I don't know. Like I said, man, nowadays with these young niggas, especially, you have to before you say something, man, think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because anytime I'm somewhere and I see some rowdy shit going on, I think about my next step before I do something. Like, especially if I'm with my family, I'm like, yo, if I get into an argument with one of these kids and they hurt one of my, let's just keep it moving. If I'm by myself, yeah, I'll say something because I'm by myself. I don't have to worry about anybody else getting hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just a lot of people nowadays are just reacting and they're not thinking because they're not just emotional. They don't have no emotional intelligence, so they just doing the
Just
most
doing, yeah.
because because they think for some reason I don't know what it is, where everybody on the internet, everywhere you go, everybody is a tough guy, bro. Everybody's a tough guy, bro. Every
Mhm.
fucking see back in the day, there was a little bit more humbling because like niggas get into fights, I'll knock you out, and like we become best friends or whatever the case may be. Now niggas don't care. They know they're a bitch and they still going. They're gonna do some wild shit to you. Like it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, these young niggas nowadays are just like they're all over the place, bro. I'm telling you, I don't like going to the movies if it's packed because if somebody does something stupid in the movie theater, I'm gonna be upset. And
Yeah.
that's and bro, I went to go see Minecraft about a week ago, and there was mad kids in there just being rowdy and shit. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm standing in line and niggas is acting crazy. Like these 3 kids were just talking, and I'm like, I'm saying to myself, like, I'm just trying to keep myself cool because like they say like I get it. Everybody's young. You want to be cool. You want to be stupid. Show up in front of these dumbass girls. I get it, but
Mhm.
you gotta just realize there's always one nigga in line that's not with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm the look. Listen, as much as I love to play and do dumb shit and prank people and I only do that shit at certain times. Like I'm not doing that shit when I go out. I'm not trying to prank niggas in the street and go
Mhm.
up to them and say goofy shit so I get a react. Like but if you see me with my family and my wife and my kids and I'm just chilling there and we talking and you're like being extra and you're doing shit to just annoy and get a reaction from people. Like you better be careful, nigga, because
Yeah.
if it's me there and then I got Jaden next to me and Jaden is really like protective. If Jaden sees me upset, he's gonna be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like Jaden plays off my energy. So if he sees me
Mhm.
annoyed, he's gonna know I'm annoyed and he's gonna say something or do something. Cause Jaden's real timid and real chill. But like
Mhm.
if he sees me and his mom upset at somebody, like he'll be like, yo, dad, like, you want me to fuck him up? Like he's that kid. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So back to the story though, like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't it's just sad, bro. It's just sad because the kid lost his life and
Yeah.
the kid's going to jail. Whether or not it was race driven, I don't know. Whether or not the kid was rude, I don't know. Whether or not Carmelo Anthony was looking for a reason to, because there's also kids out there who look for a reason to do something
Yeah.
stupid. So I don't know any of these kids. I don't know the real story. There's
And
no
that
videos. You know what I mean?
that very well could be the case, like him looking for a reason to do something stupid because
Because I've seen plenty of kids just out there
yeah.
doing dumb shit for no reason.
Yeah.
So I
But
mean, we don't even know if they had beef before. You know, did the kid did they both go to that school?
I
See, I
don't
don't even.
know.
Exactly. Like nobody really knows anything. Like I don't know. Like what if that kid didn't even belong in that school and he's just sitting there? You know, like, oh, what if they had beef? Like nobody knows. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
because
We
but
don't know.
they were saying that they had a prior issue. I did hear that.
Okay, so
I don't think Carmelo Anthony belonged to that school.
okay, so now they'll use that against him. Premeditated.
I
Going
mean,
over
that's
there to
what
going over there to start a fight. Going over there to start some drama. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But like I said, we don't know the backstory. Maybe that other kid was bullying him. Maybe, like we don't
mhm.
know the full extent. So like, and like I said, no excuse. But if somebody is fucking with me and bullying me and I'm done, yeah, somebody might snap and somebody might get hurt. Like we live in a different time, bro. Like niggas' patience is slim and niggas' mental states are gone. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like we're going back to the Wild West, man. It's like
Bro, yeah, oh yeah, all day, nigga. Like you walking into a bar and throwing somebody over the bar stand, like
we
out the
having
door.
showdowns now, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, it's
weird.
nuts, bro.
But
It's nuts.
I wonder, like, where were the coaches and the staff and where was everybody when this
That's what
happened?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what was going on. We don't even know. We don't know nothing. We just know that the kid stabbed the kid, and and all this shit. And I heard they were tripping about a GoFundMe page that he had, that Carmelo had, and the family for the deceased kid had. Apparently, people were mad that the family who the kid died raised like almost $500,000. I could be wrong. I don't know. This is what I heard, that he raised a bunch of money, and they're like, "Yo, why you need that much money for a funeral?" And then the other side, with a Carmelo kid, raised a bunch of money for lawyer fees, and they're mad at that because they're like, "Yo, he stabbed somebody. Why are we helping this kid?" So like, it's just crazy. People are mad for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. And like I always say, it's always race driven, because you go into those comments.
Oh yeah.
It's nuts, bro. And I hate to say it, and I always go in there just to read it, just to see how, not well we do as a nation. And it's always the same shit. Oh, the usual suspects. What that means? Black kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what white people say all the time. And then on the other side, you see black folks like, oh, if it was the other way around, the white kid would have stabbed the black kid, he would have been home already. So it's never about the kids. It's always about everything that surrounds that happen. Yeah. He's black, he's white. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing people see. That's it. They don't care about the situation. Nobody asks any questions. It's just, oh, if he was white, this would have went different. Oh, he's black, this would have went different. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying people are missing the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
these are two
agree.
two kids, literally, both lost their life. Even though one's still alive, he's going to jail. There's no way around it. Even if they find him some way not guilty of premeditated murder, he's going to go for manslaughter. He's going to do probably 15 to 20 years. There's no way he's getting less than that.
You don't see no situation where
I don't see no situation where this kid, I mean, he will have to. They will have to find like one person that has a video or a random picture of him doing something the right way for him to get off. I really don't think this case by any means is going to go in his favor. I mean, yeah, there's no cameras. It might go in a little bit in his favor. He'll probably get less time because there's no proof of anything besides the stabbing and all that shit. But if they dig deep and get some shit on the white kid, or they get some proof that he's been bullying him and all this, but then still, why were you at the game? I don't think this goes any good for him, bro. I hate to say it, but if he gets less than 10 years, I'll be surprised.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
From where it sounds as if these schools had a track meet, and there were other schools there as well, other students from different schools. They came to this one location for this track meet.
Right.
So I'm thinking the Austin Metcalf kid is there with his coaching staff, and Carmelo Anthony there with his coaching staff, because in order for y'all to be on the field in the tent, you have to be a part of the event.
Right. Because you can't just pop up there.
Yeah. If you're on the football team or you're on the basketball team, you're in the stands. But if you're on the track team, then you have access to the track. So that's what I'm thinking.
But we don't even know if he's part of that track team shit, right? That, like, I don't even know.
I don't know. But see, okay, so like the tent is set up on the
field.
Track,
yeah.
So if you're out there, then you're not just out there hanging out. I'm pretty sure you're out there to participate in some kind of way. So whether you're equipment management, whether you here for be a water boy, whether you whether you about to run track, you got to be a part of the event in some kind of way. So that's why I'm asking, man, where's the coaches? Like, where was the supervision when this happened? And how
exactly.
And if it don't sound like it just somebody snuck into the tent, stab, and then you just walk out. It sounded like there was an altercation, like there was some back and forth going on. So when you hear that, where's the supervision to come see what's going on?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even if that's the case, everything you said is valid. Let's say that's the case. He was there for the track meet. He was there to, let's say he was there to run or the water boy. Let's just say he was just there as a fucking equipment, specialist or whatever kid. They're gonna go back to this. If he's there to work, why does he have a knife?
And that's so.
You know what I mean?
No matter what angle you take,
it's always gonna go back to why does he have a weapon?
Yes.
Now, if let's just say he had a box cutter, he can be like, well, I had a box cutter because I have to open up. Let's say he was an equipment manager. I have to open up, boxes, or I got to cut, tape, or I got to do things that I need to cut. Then you might have a case. But if you have a kitchen knife, or he has like a flip knife or a pocket knife or something that's not, something that's just crazy, like just like why did you bring that? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we don't even know what kind of knife it is. You know what I'm saying? Was it some fly ass knife that he got off Amazon, or was it like a box cutter, or was it he got stabbed? So I would assume it's a knife. But why? It's always gonna go back to like, yo, why you have a knife, my boy?
Right.
Why did you bring this?
That's
and if he says it was to protect himself, why do you need protection during a track meet? So they're gonna be like, why you didn't tell your coaches you had a problem with this kid you're about to go run against, or you're about to go see? So once again, that's gonna come up. So it's no matter how, it's not looking good, because they're gonna be like, well, you knew you were gonna see this kid, you brought a knife, you knew you were gonna bump into him, so it's premeditated. It's premeditated. You knew you had a problem, you brought a knife, you knew you were gonna see this kid, you were gonna stab him if there was an issue. So like I said, bro, it just sucks that it had to happen this way. Instead of him stabbing him, I would have just punched him.
Yeah.
But it would have been way less than what's going on now.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why I keep telling niggas, yo, just punch niggas, bro. Because if you punch somebody, that's it. I mean, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, you'll live.
You live, and everybody gets to go home. I mean, but yo, I don't know, man. This nigga's pride is just that shit. Yo, I'm telling you, male ego is a really hard pill to deal with, dog. Male ego is terrible, nigga. Like and these young niggas don't have the emotions to deal with it. They're like young women. That's how they act. All these young niggas act like girls. They cry about shit and they want to go and shoot somebody. Like nah, nigga, just go chill out and think about that shit. Like, yo, I'm gonna go kill it.
What they used to tell
yeah,
me.
go. No, bro. Listen, like you could go. That's why I always say in school they need to have like boxing class. It's funny because I was just talking to Jaden about this shit yesterday. Like they have wrestling, they have football, they have all these activities. I think they should get kids into like, and I know they're getting hand-to-hand combat. All right, whatever. But imagine you take some kids that have anger issues and you teach them how to control that emotion and put it towards boxing, or put it towards Muay Thai or karate or whatever. Just something that they get to kick and give something else pain that's not a human. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was an angry kid when I was growing up, and I had no way to channel that energy but towards people and get mad and be super emotional. I was always an emotional kid. I would be mad and fucking get angry and cry or whatever. Now, as a grown man, and every once in a while, I gotta tweak my emotions, but like I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna think about what we're talking about, and I'm gonna make the best decision for me not to be pissed off. Like unless you physically are coming after me, and that's a whole different story. But like if we're arguing, bro, I'm not wasting my time with you, bro. Keep that shit over there. If it's not something serious, I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah. Like I'll just shut it down. I'll come back to it later because it ain't that important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't see how like the situation that ended up with nobody losing their life. Black, white, whatever, man. Like nobody should have lost their life in this situation. It should just been a fist fight and a suspension, and at best, bro.
Yeah.
This is just out of control. I mean, we got to do something with the youth, man.
There's no outlet for kids, even in good schools, but they have football and they have all this great shit. There's no outlet for kids that don't like if I don't like football, I'm not gonna go play football. Maybe I like fighting. Maybe fighting my thing. Maybe I want to go do some boxing. school should have a boxing, class or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they have wood shop and they have all this other shit. Yeah, they could do a small little boxing class, and they have weightlifting. I mean, a small little anger management class, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like just get it, like kids that might be a little angry or troubled. Have a small little anger management class where they go and they talk about their feelings, and then they go and they outside and they go punch some punching bags and get tired and let out some energy. You know what I'm saying? Teach them how to use that anger to better themselves, and you might have 10 more great boxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like I don't know. I just think school is letting our kids down, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, I think so
Like
too.
overall, they come off like they're doing good things, but school really lets our kids down. It doesn't matter if you're in a shitty school or in a good school. They let our kid, and I don't want to say all of the teachers. It's not the teachers' fault. I just think it's just school is just old, man.
I mean, I
Traditionally, it's old teachings, it's old way of
yeah.
learning. Like it's just old, bro. It's
I mean,
old.
I gotta put some of the blame on the community as well, because like what like the guidance for that young man, like his parents,
Mm-hmm.
his uncles, aunties,
Absolutely.
cousins, friends, like like that's how you choose to handle your problems, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Your issues with
That
someone,
you're
like
right.
you
You're
gotta
right. You're
hold
right.
hold everybody accountable, because it ain't
Yeah.
just him, it's everybody,
No.
man. But
Yeah, but that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Like if you don't have a dad around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that plays
yeah,
a big role. Because I remember when my parents got divorced, I went through a rough time. I was angry all the time. Like, that was the worst part of my life as a kid is like your parents not living together. That's a
hmm
big deal.
yeah,
You don't realize it that, that damages kids, bro. Like,
yeah, it does.
I love going to school when I was young and all that shit. I used to get hundreds on my spelling bees and all that shit. And then, like, after my parents' divorce, it went downhill from there. I never cared for school again. I never cared for anything. I didn't care about, well, like I was just angry. And I was angry for many, many years, bro. Many years, kid. And I
Yeah,
didn't know how to do it. And my mom didn't know how to deal with it. And you know what I mean? But
yeah,
yeah, but that's my final take on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of failures in parenting department, school department, and just
yeah,
overall, just
yeah.
everything, bro. Just everything.
But
What's the next
Yeah.
topic, kid?
The next topic, we are talking NILs. Um, Now the NIL is dealing with college athletes. Um, for people that don't know what NIL is, NIL stands for name, image, and likeness.
Okay.
And you can use your name, your image, and your likeness to make money in college sports now. So there was a period where an athlete like Reggie Bush, as great as he was, like he couldn't make money off of his name, image, and likeness. Well,
Right.
now they college athletes are able to make money off of their name, image, and likeness, such as a Travis Hunter or Shador Sanders, right? Now, however, because of NILs, these kids are transferring like crazy. Right? It's like they're not really sticking it through. So like
Yeah.
here
They're
comes a
going where the
challenge.
money is.
Yeah, so like wherever the money is, that's where they're going. So the biggest story right now is a kid by the name of Nico Iamaleava. He is a quarterback for the Tennessee Volunteers. He was getting paid $2 million to play
Mm,
quarterback for Tennessee,
that's
and
crazy.
he wanted more money. He wanted $4 million, so he held out. He didn't show up to practice and training and all of that. So the Tennessee Volunteers made a decision. So we're not going to not going to deal with you. So they cut him from the team.
Mm-hmm.
So it, this I agree that college kids should get paid for what they're doing, because college football sell more tickets than anything. Like it is a very, very profitable
Yeah.
business. And for those kids to generate that much money and not get nothing at all, and when I say
Mm.
they can't get nothing, if a college, so before the kids were able to get paid, if they found out that you accepted money, let's say you say you was hungry and a fan bought you some McDonald's, like you could get in trouble for that, and like your collegiate
Yeah.
career could be in trouble. So that's wrong. And like you hear players talk about how they will be superstars on TV, but then when they take the pads off, they're hungry and they ain't got no money to buy food, man. So like, this crazy.
That's crazy.
So I totally agree with college athletes being able to get paid for being out there on the field, because it's my name on the back of the jersey that's being sold, not the whoever's getting all this money.
Yeah.
However, I do think that they need some rules with what's going on, because there are no rules. It's like if the player wants to just up and leave, they can just up and leave. Like there's nothing that says, okay, if we give you $2 million, you have to play your entire career here at this school. So I can get $2 million from this school in this year, then I could transfer in the middle of the playoffs. Like that was crazy. Like, so I definitely think they need some rules and regulations about NIL. So again, here's my stance. I think college athletes should be allowed to get paid as much money as they could possibly make off of their name, image, and likeness. However, you have to have some type of structure with this NIL, because if the player can just up and leave, that leaves the organization kind of baffled.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it.
No, I'm gonna say this. And I'll make it quick because this shit could be long winded too sometimes.
Mhm.
But okay, so they didn't get paid before, which I think is unfair. Because these organizations they're fucked the shit out of these kids, bro. Like they make all this money off selling jerseys, and because I know they make money off all that merch. They sell the ass of jerseys. You figure there's 10,000 people in the stand. Out of 10,000, 8,000 buy jerseys for $30 a pop. Sometimes probably more now. Like that shit gets pricey. The merch, the hats, the shirts, the jerseys. Banners. I mean, college football is almost bigger than NFL. Would you agree, kind of? Because I know some people who only just watch college football because they say it's more entertaining because these kids are hungry, so they're out there breaking necks. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy because they wouldn't get paid. So, all right, as a college kid, you're out there, you're trying to do the most, be the most, so you can get put on to the NFL, so you can make that kind of money. So you're hungry and you're not getting paid. So let's just say you get hurt out there in the field, your career is done and you haven't got a dime for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there. Let's just say I've been playing football since I'm 5. My dad put me on. I've been to the little leagues and the kid football games, and then high school, and then college, and I'm doing 2 years of college, and then I get hurt. What then? My whole life is down the drain.
You get cut.
I gotta become like, and this is no jab at anybody, but you got to become like a car salesman or something that makes good money, but not good enough like playing football. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, it's just sad because a lot of people give up their dreams because they get hurt in college and they got to go back and work the family business that they didn't want to work at. Or they got to go back to their hometown and become like Dollar General, manager. Like, nobody wants to do that. Let's keep it real. They want to play that sport that they love so much. So you play college, you get hurt, you're done. Yeah, they should pay those kids. Now, I say this. I don't think they should be paying them $4 million. I'm sorry. If I'm playing football at college and you give me $4 million, nigga, I'm playing 1 year and I'm quitting and I'm gonna start a business. Like, and I know somebody's gonna be like, yo, $4 million ain't a lot. Yeah, nigga, it's enough to start a business and put some in the bank and grow. Like, you literally could go out and buy a bunch of real estate and make $4 million in a couple months. So what I'm saying is, like, yeah, I don't think they should be getting $4 million because this is what I said back in the last pod. The reason why boxing sucks now is because they're giving all these young niggas mad bread too early. They're not hungry.
Yeah.
If
if I'm a boxer and I'm coming up, like for instance, look at Jake Paul and all these clown ass niggas that I don't even want to say do boxing. They play boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting paid dumb money just to pretend box. Meanwhile, there's real boxers out there knocking niggas out and not getting nothing but a belt with fake gold on it and saying that they're the champion. It just doesn't add up. It don't make sense to me. So you got all these young niggas like Ryan Garcia that are good boxers, real boxers, but they get paid so much money that they don't even care to fight. They just like Mayweather, like he got paid so much money, he just dances around the ring. $30 million. Here you go, and a purse and a bonus. So by the time pay-per-view, merch, $50, $100 million just to go dance around in the ring, and they don't even get hit. So what I'm saying is that no, I don't think they should get paid that much. They should have a paycheck. I believe firmly they should get like purchase a percentage of the merch with his name on it because it's his name. You know, why not give him merch? Or if they come in to see a certain person, they sell more tickets that year because they have, I don't know, they have whatever playing and he's selling tickets. Give him a piece of that. So yeah, I think these kids should get paid. It's a job. It's stressful, and they're hurting themselves out there. I just think about it. How many kids play college football, and you hear they got hurt? They fucked their leg up. They can't run. Their back, their neck, they done pop the vertebrae, and they can't even breathe. And some of them end up in wheelchairs. They don't get paid. I don't see college be like, oh, my nigga ended up in a wheelchair. We got to pay for that. No, they'd be like, oh, well, that's it. See you later.
Yeah.
How's it roll? Then when they see him in the street, oh, how's it rolling? You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, I'm in a wheelchair. What you thinking? Like, they don't got nothing. They don't got nothing got nothing to show for it. Just that they used to play football. So yeah, I think they should pay him. But I don't think they should be paying them $4 million. Because then that's look what's happening. Oh, you want to give me $4 million? Oh shit, Tennessee wants to give me $5 million. Oh, I'll go to New York and they give me $7 million. Like, nah, bidding wars for college students is absurd because now they're not playing because they love it. They're playing for the money, dog. Yeah, they're playing for the money. So
I like that take, man, because I didn't really think about because like a lot of the kids come from nothing. So $2 million, man, that's life-changing money.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm playing football and there's somebody offer me $2, $4, $5 million, I'm out. I'm leaving the whole school behind and I'm going. And then I'm gonna take that money. I'm gonna play football for 2 years and I'm quitting.
Stupid, man.
No, I mean, $4 million. You know, as a young nigga, what you could do with $4 million if you invest it properly. Now, if you go buy a Ferrari and go start sniffing cocaine off white bitch's ass, then you got a problem. Just saying, then you got a problem. But if you invest that shit right, shit, nigga, you don't have to play football no more. You did your glory days. Look, you didn't even have to go to the NFL to make that bank. I don't know. It just sounds weird, bro.
Oh man.
That's my take. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good take, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. So I guess we get to our next topic, man.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's go. I don't know why this shit ain't working today, boy.
Our next topic, man, we are talking the space chicks. What did you call them?
Space.
What did you call them?
Astros. Bro, this is crazy.
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one because I don't have too much info on this one.
I mean, there's not much info. Listen, Gayle King, Katy Perry, Jeff Bezos' fucking wife. That looks weird. They all went into the outer rim of the world of Earth. Came back down and act like they saw Jesus Christ. I mean, like they saw God. I'm like, bro, listen, I understand it's a humbling experience. I would love to go to space myself. I love space, whatever, but it's just so crazy to me. As I watched this on TV, it was almost like watching the moon landing like 100 years ago, the tape that got lost, that nobody ever seen again. It was like watching that, like, it was just so extra. Like, it's like you send, I think it's like 6 women into space to, like, it's just weird. It's just I don't know. I didn't like any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was Katy Perry came out. She's like, I felt loved. I'm like, what? Like you went out into space and all you felt was loved? Like, what did you see? Did you see anything weird? Like nobody cares how you felt loved. Like everybody it's like they went in there and they all came out and everybody felt loved. Like
crazy, man.
Gail was like, oh, when I looked down, all I saw was the planet and how we are just this little thing on this big planet and how we all should love each other. I'm like, bro, what's with the and I get it. I get what she's trying to say. Like you look at the planet, you're like, there's war, there's crazy shit going on, but you look at the planet from the outside and it looks peaceful. I get that. I get everything you're trying to say. But it's like, what did you see? Did you like? And then like a video came out the next day. Nobody believes it even happened. You got conspiracy people already talking about like it never. It's not real. It's all fake. But then I was watching this guy break down the video, and when it landed, Jeff Bezos was down there with like a can opener key to try to open the thing, and somebody opened the door from the inside, and you can see the door open, and the lady goes like something like through the door and then they close it and then Jeff Bezos opens the door again. So I don't know if it was for, to make it look cool, like Jeff Bezos opening the door to let all these women out. I don't know, dude. It was just whether nowadays it's just so hard to believe anything.
Yeah.
The rocket, and it's crazy because the rocket came back. Usually they fall into the ocean because they're so hot to cool off and then they go retrieve it. This shit landed back on a pad and nobody believes that happened. And there was people there like, Kardashians and all these dumbasses. But I don't know, man. It just, out of all things you're going to send out to space, you send 6 fucking rich women that, I don't know, dude. It just felt so staged.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when it comes to space, I don't believe anything that they say because again, you go out in space and there's nothing. Like nothing happened. You didn't see anything. You didn't hear anything. You didn't feel anything. So with those women, and then what about the 2 that were stuck? Like you was trapped in space for 9 months, and you ain't see nothing. You ain't hear nothing. Like
bro, they haven't even interviewed these astronauts. Like the ones that got stuck. If they got stuck in the space, why it took SpaceX a month to go get them, and Jeff Bezos got rockets that going and sending idiots into the sky? Like it just doesn't make any sense. You know,
it don't make sense. It's just a bunch of lies, bro.
It's just a bunch of bullshit. But all right, this is my last take. The thing that bothered me the most was that they kept calling them astronauts. My nigga, listen, just because I can cut my hair doesn't mean I'm a barber. You know what I mean? I could go get a pair of scissors right now, some clippers, and shave my head off. It doesn't mean I'm a barber. You know what I mean? Like if I do that and I tell you, yo, you ready for your haircut? I'm a barber now. You gonna come let me cut your hair? No, nigga. Like they are not astronauts. You have to train for many years, go to school, get a college degree to be an astronaut. You are Katy Perry. You are not an astronaut. Gail King, you are not an astronaut. Stop calling them astronauts. They are not astronauts. They're not astronauts. They're not. They're astro hoes. They're rich girls that went up into space. Astro idiots, whatever you want to call them. They're not astronauts. Stop calling them astronauts. They're walking around like they really think they're astronauts, my nigga. They were calling them astronauts during the interview. How do you feel to be the first like no. Then you went out into the tippy edge of the earth where the clouds just stopped showing and you look down on her like stop. Let's stop. Like you disrespecting whether astronauts go into space or not, which obviously they do. There's a space station out there and all this shit, whatever. But don't disrespect my astronauts, bro. Like stop. Let's like the real astronauts are sitting at home like, look at these bitch ass. Like
that's the problem with the world, bro. Like people try to make light of everything.
Everything, bro. Like listen, I watch Daredevil. It doesn't mean I'm a lawyer or a fucking superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Let's stop giving people these credentials that we keep making up. Like,
yeah, and it's just
man.
doing it for media attention, bro. Like
Bro,
you're not even doing it for like a good cause. It's just clickbait.
Nah, yeah, it totally is, bro. Like, all right, it's cool. Yeah, you could fly out into the space and come back in 5 minutes. That's great. I think that's all awesome. We're finally progressing in space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that, but come on, bro. To send 6 chicks into the sky and come back down, and then they're all like,
it ain't like they did anything. Like they didn't have to fly the thing. They just sat in the seat.
Bro, they ain't do a damn thing. They just sat their dumbasses in there and came down and act like they went to go see God. Like,
now I can see they were piloting the darn thing. Okay, I give you a little more credit, a little more respect, but you just sit in the seat.
Bro,
it's like me getting on a roller coaster ride, and because I went to the roller coaster, I'm a roller coaster engineer now. Like, no, it don't work that way. It doesn't work that way, man.
Talk about I'm a professional roller coaster. Like, what? Oh my god, bro. But yeah, dude, that was my take. I just wanted to touch on that. I thought it was a funny, a funny thing that people were talking about. So I just wanted to touch on that. But
yeah,
we can move on. What's next? Was that it?
That was our last topic, man.
Oh, okay. So
I guess now we can get into our the fun segment of the show.
The list of black characters who are not black. We think they're black. Okay. Damn, I wish I would have popped up all the pictures for this, but I'll probably add some when I do the edit if it's not too much of a headache. But I'm pretty sure most people will know the characters we're talking about.
Okay, so before we get started, real quick, this people know. So Ninja hit me up and he was like, you know what would be cool? He was like, it'll be cool if we came up with a list of characters that they don't look black, but we know they black. For example, Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. That's the most common I think a lot of people go with. So we sat down.
Even though we have Mr. Popo, but Piccolo black. Piccolo black. Mr. Popo's a genie.
So we came up with a list, and we're going to go through this list for you guys, and hopefully you guys find this segment fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
And we hope we think you like our list. You have some fun with it.
Yeah. So, and if we miss any characters or if you have characters, just hit us down below, bro. That'd be great. Comments.
All right. So
all right, who you go first.
I start first.
You start. Yeah, you started.
Number 1 on my list is Skeeter and BB from Doug.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Skeeter definitely the hood dude, right? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. He kind of remind me of Jazzy Jeff from French Prince. Now that you mention it, he kind of had that vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first one for not number 1. My first one. Jesse helped me with this one. Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf was definitely the old black dude that kept niggas in check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Papa Smurf. I was thinking. She said Papa Smurf. I was thinking the angry one, the grumpy one.
Yeah.
I was thinking him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Papa Smurf, I can see Papa Smurf because he was knowledgeable. He kept niggas in check. You know what I'm saying? Old head. You know what I mean? So I think Papa Smurf is definitely black.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. You go.
Okay. Number 2, Jazz from Transformers.
Oh man, I had him too on my list. All right, okay. I had him too. Okay, all right, that was good. Cool. Yeah, Jazz definitely black.
Yeah, he's definitely black.
Definitely black.
You know what? When I was doing my research, I do it. I ain't gonna say it because you probably got that on your list. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay. All right. So my next one, Daffy Duck. And I know he's already black.
I was gonna put him on my list, bro.
Daffy Duck is definitely the angry black dude, bro. I'm sorry.
I was gonna put him on my list, bro. I swear to God.
And it's funny because I went back and forth because I was talking to Jaden about this one. He was like, "What about Donald Duck?" I'm like, "Nah, Donald Duck is the angry white duck.
Yeah, he's white though. Yeah,
he's white because he get angry like a white person. Daffy get angry like a black person. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that was a different kind of anger there. You could tell.
Oh yeah.
But I got Daffy Duck as my number 2. Then go ahead, you go.
Okay. Number 3, Martian Manhunter from DC Comics.
Yes, that's a good one. I thought about him, but I don't know why I didn't pick him. I think I kind of sidetracked. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, I agree with that one. I agree. All right, my number 3, and this is gonna be weird, but my number 3, I think is black, is Squirtle from Pokemon.
Stupid.
I don't care. That nigga is black, boy. Squirtle? Come on, man. He's a G. Squirtle. Especially when he had the gang of Squirtles and he had the glasses.
Okay, cool. Okay. I see it. I can see it.
Bro, Squirtle definitely black in my book.
That was a good one.
All right. Go ahead. Go. What's your next one?
Number 4, Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, boy.
He was definitely black, bro. That darn karate suit he was wearing, man. He reminded me of
Dragon like Blake Man type. Oh yeah, shit like that. Like where they just wore some random shit. Oh my god, yeah. All right, so my number 4 was Jazz, but we already got Jazz, so I'm gonna go with Pantro from Thundercats.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That he definitely black, boy. I don't know what anybody said. He was nice with the chucks and he was good with the women, boy. He was black. That nigga was kicking game, and he always made sure the car was clean, boy. He was always in that shit. You noticed that? He was always inside that shit making sure it was clean. Bro, that nigga, my boy black, boy. I don't care what anybody says Pantro. Everybody know Pantro black, boy.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay. All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5 what was
that?
Is...
Yeah, that was 5, yeah.
My number 5 is Knuckles from Sonic.
I was going to say that one, but I didn't. I got somebody else that I thought was... But go ahead, finish up.
I definitely think that he's black because, I don't know, his aura or whatever, like about like, he got the dreads and then he his aura, like the way so.
I swear I was gonna pick Knuckles and I had a feeling you were gonna pick Knuckles, so I left him off on purpose. But I did pick somebody else who I'll get to him. He's at the bottom of my list.
Okay.
But number 5 I have is the Gorons from Zelda. I think I'm saying that right. The ones that live in the mountain, like the rock people.
I have no clue.
These guys, I'll put a picture up so people.
Okay,
but I think they're black. I think their whole community's black. There's no white Gora. Like they're just not. They all live in the mountains and like the lava pits and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely. I think they black. So what's your next one?
My next one is Snoopy from Charlie Brown. Snoopy is a black person, right? He's a black dog, so? Right? Yes.
I never thought about that. That's a good one. That's a good
one. He has a crush on. I think it was the girl that always snatches the football. I forget her name. But he has.
I know.
He's always licking on her. He acts like one of those goofy black people. Yeah. So I would say Snoopy is a black person.
All right. That's good. All right. So my number, what we on 5 or 6?
6.
Whatever. My next one is King K. Cool from Donkey Kong. I know people are gonna be like, yo, that's kind of racist. No, listen, he's not a monkey, he's a croc, by the way. But it's crazy because I looked at the Donkey Kong games and I'm like, I don't think anybody in Donkey Kong is black. They all act like a bunch of redneck hillbillies. They're all white in my book. Even Donkey Kong. I don't think Donkey Kong's a black dude. But Cool K, Cool, whatever his name is, King K. Cool, he's black, bro. He's black. I'm 100% he's black. The way he act, he's trying to get rid of these white boys. Get him fucking like, yo, he's been. You think I'm lying?
No, I can see that.
I'm telling you, he's definitely black. Nobody in Donkey Kong's black, bro. I promise you.
Yeah,
they're all rednecks.
Yeah.
They're all No, King Cool, he's black, dog, all day. All right, who's next?
Okay, number 7. I got Goliath from Gargoyles.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, I can see it. Yeah. Man, I haven't watched. Man, that shit didn't even pop up in my head, dog. That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie, that was a good one.
Gargoyles is dope. That's a dope show.
Yeah, that's a dope show. They should redo that one. That was a good show.
I think that'd be dope as a live action.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Hell yeah, I think so.
Yep.
My number 7 is Falco from Star Fox. My G, that he is black all day.
Yeah,
black
man.
all day.
He one of them, definitely. He one of them fed up black people.
Yeah, he's tired of all y'all niggas. He don't care about none of y'all. He's done. Yep, Falco from Star Fox, definitely black. And you know what's crazy? I had to really dig into that one because at first I was thinking like maybe the Fox dude, but I was like, nah, he act like a redneck. Falco act black. Yeah, no, the other one. There's the wolf. Yeah, I'm sorry, wolf. Yeah, I was like, yeah, nah, he's not black. He's a white redneck. Falco, he black. He black boy.
Oh, all right. Man.
What's your next one?
My next one would be the Arbiter from Halo. I think he's a black guy.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
He acts like one of those. He acts like one of those old, wise.
Yeah,
nothing gets him out of character black guys to me.
Yeah, it's so crazy how many different levels of black folks we picked on this cartoon list. Like you got different levels, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think black is just black. Nah, there's different levels of black, bro. I'll tell you that shit right now. Different levels of that shit. All right, but my next one, and this goes back to the Sonic shit. And I only say this because even though he was voiced by a white character, I think Shadow could be a black person.
I knew it. Yeah,
I really do think Shadow could be a black person because his story is so deep and like it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? For him to be a black person.
Yeah.
But I think Shadow, even though I love Keanu Reeves and that's my man, I think he did a great job voicing Shadow. I think Shadow, just in general, could be a black character.
Yeah.
Like his story is so. It's everything you could picture a black person going through: heartbreak, trauma. Like it's the straight hood story. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think Shadow is definitely a black dude. What's your next one?
My next.
Do you have more? How many more you got left? I think I got 2 more left.
I got 3 more.
Okay, I got 2 more left, but the last one is 3 people in this group. Just want to make that clear. So that's perfect. We even it out. So go ahead. Your next one.
My next one is Mewtwo from Pokemon. Mewtwo was a black person. More accurately, Mewtwo was Huey P. Newton. He wanted to kill them motherfuckers, dog. He wanted to kill everybody.
He was angry, nigga. He was angry ass. Mewtwo was the angry. Like even when they helped him, he was still mad. Like, nigga, I don't need your help. Yeah, no. Okay.
Yep.
I can see Mewtwo. Yeah, Mewtwo definitely. I agree with you. All right. For my next one,
Chewie from Star Wars. I think he's a black character, but he's like the humble, soft. You know that dude that just you cool with everybody and don't want to see nobody get into any trouble.
Yeah,
that's Chewie. He's that black dude. Chewie was definitely that black guy.
All right, what's your?
My next character is Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yo, when it came,
always trying to save them white folks.
When it came to the monsters, man, Courage went with that bullshit, man.
We all know black people are scared of ghosts and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
Yo, you start mentioning ghosts around black folks. Yo, I don't play that shit. Yo, you could go, bro. Listen, you could go to the hardest motherfucker in the jail or in the street, and you tell him you saw a ghost. No, nigga, I don't play that shit. They don't play that shit with ghosts and dogs, bro. They 2 things they ain't fucking with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Don't play with no ghosts.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, my last one is 3 dudes, but it's 1 team, and I know they all black. Battletoads.
I freaking knew it, bro. I knew you were gonna get it. When you said it was 3 people in 1 team, yeah. Oh yeah.
Battletoads They all black, nigga. The Ninja Turtles, they all white. You know,
Yeah.
Donnie might be a little black, the nerdy black, but they all white. Battletoads, these are all black. These are all black guys, bro. They're all black. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
They definitely black, bro.
They're all black, and
black.
every last single one of them, nigga, from their shoes to the shit they wear, they all black. And it doesn't matter which black. They one country black, one street black, and the other one is home black. They all black.
Yeah, that
was my last. That was a good one. Yeah, that was my last.
That was a good one. That was a real good one. Okay,
yeah,
I got two more.
Go ahead. Let me hear.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
How Clifford black? That one I gotta ask. Why? You gotta explain that one to me. Is it because he lived with a white woman?
I wouldn't say that. Why I chose Clifford the Big Red Dog as a black person. Clifford the Big Red Dog to me would be like Yasuke. It's like he's just a legendary, character, and then he's like he's big and friendly. He's like Shaq. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Unusually big, but happy and friendly. So I would say he's
Okay. I can see that. I can see it. Once you explain that, I can see that.
I was going because you said what was your last the one before the Battletoad? What was that one?
I think I said Chewie from Star Wars.
Chewie Star Wars. Man, because it was one that I was going to add to. I know it was because now that we're at the end of the list. When I was doing my research, they were saying that Optimus from Transformers could be a black character, but I was like,
nah.
I kind of left that.
Optimus is absolutely not. He's like the old school white, like army white guy. You know, he knows all the battle plans. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't think he's black though. As much as I would love to see him be a black leader, I don't think he's black. He don't act like a black. Nah. Okay. I don't even think Megatron act like a black guy. I don't even think Megatron was black because I went back and forth with a couple characters, but Jazz was my favorite one. Yeah. There was one more that I thought could have been black. I forgot his name though. He was the
Is it Hot Shot?
Hot Shot was it? What car? What was he? He was a car or a truck?
Car. He's a yellow. Car? He's yellow as well.
Well, yeah, I think it was probably him, or there was a truck one that transformed into. I forgot his name. He was in the old school cartoon.
I know. I thought he was black too. The green guy. He was a green truck.
Yeah, he was kind of big.
Is that Hound something?
Hound Dog?
Hound Dog. So it's something like that.
Yeah, I thought he was black, but
I can't think of his name.
I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, but Jazz was definitely black. The nigga breakdance and everything. He kind of reminded me of the nigga from Power Rangers, the Black Ranger.
All right, my last one, the WB Frog.
Oh, nigga, everybody knows he's black, bro. Oh, the W. Everybody knew that nigga was black. Come on, son, that was a no-brainer right there, Doug.
Oh man, that was funny.
That was good. The WB Frog. Yeah, that nigga. And then when everybody like, look, he could talk. Ribbit. Remember that shit? Yeah. Had that white boy going crazy. They thought he was nuts.
That darn top hat, man.
Yeah. Oh man, that was good. That was a good list. I'm surprised we only got what, one the same? So that was good. That was a good list. Yeah.
It was Jazz.
Jazz. Yeah. I would, like I said, I knew you were gonna pick Knuckles. I already knew Knuckles was only gonna be on your list, but I started investigating Shadow a little bit more. So
do you think Sonic is a black character? Because I saw they try to make Sonic a black character.
Nah, absolutely not. He is definitely a goofy white boy that likes to jump off rocks. He ain't catching nobody, no black person want to jump off rocks. He ain't catching no Spanish nigga want to run up a building. Nah. Sonic is definitely a white character.
I feel like we're missing a lot though.
Oh, definitely. I'm pretty sure there was even some that I was considering changing them to black characters, like Waluigi. I don't think Waluigi could be white. First of all, I don't even think Luigi's white. Luigi's definitely a Puerto Rican or black.
I saw
he
that
is not
with
white.
Luigi.
Mario's white. Prince is white. Princess is white.
Mm-hmm.
Toad, I even make him white. But Waluigi, I mean, I know they're supposed to be Italian, but they don't act like they act like black people, bro. Like, because even when I was thinking about Donkey Kong, I was like, yo, nobody in Donkey Kong is black, period. Like at all. It's like I looked through all of them. I watched them in videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, they don't act black. They act like those redneck niggas that spit into jars. They act like them that live in the swamp. Now King Cool, I was like, okay, he got like a fly ass gear. He got his fucking musket, like he got his shotgun musket looking thing. He got his crown on, like he eat good.
He wears a gold chain, don't he?
Yeah. I think he has like a cape, like a gold cape or some weird red and gold cape. Yeah, so he's definitely black, boy.
Oh man, that was fun, man.
That was fun. I appreciate it. All right. So I guess we could wrap it up. Now I know you got something to do. I still got to do some more packing, but don't forget to like, share, subscribe, please. Down at the bottom, hit us up with your favorite character you think is black. If you got any, hit us up. Let us know. We'll mention them on the next pod when we come back. I won't be potting next week. We won't be potting because I'll be on vacation. I'll be out on the cruise. Nigga. Like I'm excited now. I'm getting more excited now because we're gonna drive into Miami. We're gonna spend the night. We're gonna get to Miami early. Spend the night in Miami. Hang out in Miami. Get some get pictures and eat. Then we get on the boat. We got a hotel maybe like 15 minutes away from the dock, so we can get there quick. Okay. And just make it a whole trip, man. Try to get some videos and shit and just post them online and shit, pictures and whatnot. But so there's no pod next week. Earl's probably gonna try to chop up some videos from this pod and just keep the algorithm going. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys. Earl, you good? You got anything you want to put out there?
I'm good, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Thank you for the continued support, man. We're constantly trying to find ways to make it informative, entertaining, and because I don't know if you guys paid attention to it, but like a new intro. We're letting you know what we're talking about before we actually start talking. Now, we're constantly trying to find ways to grow the podcast. So to the people that watches it they watch every episode, man, we really thank you guys, man. Really appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate the comments and all that stuff. People hit me up on Facebook and all those platforms. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hopefully we continue to grow and keep bringing you funny and goofy shit for the future. You know what I mean? Yeah. But also I was gonna tell you, if anybody is wondering, XP obviously wears his own branded shit.
Oh yeah.
That he also sells. So he got his own merch. I don't have any. I was thinking about doing some shit, but I haven't set up my t-shirt stuff yet, so that might be coming. But I figured we start putting your merch out there too, so people understand that it's not just some shit you got that you always wear the same shit. It's actually your brand. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably like, yo, I get it. He's XP early, bro. He always got XP shit off. So they're probably like, yo, where do I get that from? You can hit him up and you can get merch off of him. Very good stuff. And everything is designed and made by him. Yeah. So holla at him if you need him for merch. Yeah. So I guess that's it, man. And we'll see you on the next pod. Peace out, people.
Peace, people.